Okay, guys, I want to talk about Hollow as this is one of my favorite plays that I was looking to get into, and as you can see that the momentum is just really strong right in here. We went from $1 all the way up to a high of 9.25. Okay, so with my strategy, what I look for is that pullback or that reversion to the mean, and then make that next high leg higher. So with Hollow, that's exactly what I see. When price hits this upper Keltner channel, that indicates to me like this is a very bullish momentum stock, and the trends are always going to be short-term uptrend, or they can continue longer, right? So you can see right here with Hollow, the price has hit this upper Keltner channel, which is extremely overextended. So it makes sense why price pulls back. And then we look for an entry point along these EMAs, okay? And so when I learned it in the Discord, as you can see right in here in the swing trade alerts, I said I am going to buy Hollow. I'm liking Hollow on the EMA 10 and buying it at a 3.73 for a bounce. And so that's it, kind of like what we saw right here. It ended at 3.92, but you can see after hours it went down a little bit to 3.52. Hopefully the next market section we get a nice big bounce up, but that's my thesis here, right? Here was your first EMA 5. This is I count this almost as like a EMA 5 touch here. You can see when price goes all the way up above this Keltner channel and then pulls back, you see that EMA 5 near EMA 5 bounce, and you can see this massive gain right here. This was a 61%. So I saw price come back to here. I was actually going to buy this when I was looking at my end of day scans on Friday, but I saw this EMA 10, and I saw there's probably going to be a big support right here at this lower wick. So I kind of waited till this EMA 10 area, right? Everything kind of makes sense in here. I did get in a little too early right here. The EMA 10 was around 369. I put a couple cents higher than that. But my thought process is, if it does break below this long lower wick and stays below it, my next two areas are this EMA 50 and 20. So all throughout in this region is a buy zone, all throughout here. I'm willing to buy all through here. And my stop loss is going to be slightly under the EMA 20, something like that. So I'm taking a risk that this is going to have a nice bounce and then continue upwards. I don't really care how big the bounce is. It doesn't have to be like all the way to the highs of here, but I'm looking for a conservative 10% gain, okay? So if I buy it right here at this EMA 10, you can use your data and price range. You can see kind of right in here, well, you're looking more towards a $4, upper $4, right? I mean, not upper, $4.08 will give you about that 10% margin rate. We went to 3.92 here at the close here. We had this massive, move down to 335, and then we came all the way up to like almost $4. So I do think this is going to have some momentum here. I just like how we stayed above the EMA 10, okay? That tells me it's very bullish, okay? And my favorite plays are EMA 5 and 10 when I'm doing a momentum trade, because if you wait too long, the momentum dies out. Me personally, this is just a resting phase. We had this big move up and it's resting. A lot of people might say, well, what about this? They did 28 million convertible notes offering. Well, I'm not really too worried about that because I'm not really trying to hold this longer term. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it kind of like, teared down the momentum a little, and that's what made it drop, more than it should today. We closed down negative 13%, but I'm not like terribly worried because that takes time, and I'm not really trying to invest in this. If you look at the last time Hollow did a massive uptrend, I'll show you guys right here. We've been in a downtrend absolutely forever. Look at us. We're well below this EMA 50, which indicates a downtrend. This was the last time we did a massive uptrend. Look at right in here. We went way above this Keltner channel. We come back down to the EMA 5. Doesn't have to be precise. It can go down a little. And you can see from this, it could have scared you out. This was a 10% move down from that EMA 5. But so price action doesn't have to be perfect, but you can see the next day we went all the way up and made a massive gain. So from this EMA 5 to here was 150%. You're going to get your biggest bounces at the EMA 5 and 10 is what I noticed. But as you can see, we come back up. We come back up and hit this ATR4, come near the EMA 10, and then have that next big bounce. I only like to play these one or two times. One time each. The EMA 5 once and then 10 once. You could play the EMA 20 here. You can see we go down a little and then we come back up, and this would have been a beautiful gain you take too. So it makes you wonder, well, what gains should you look to take? I've noticed with HOLO, you don't want to be incredibly greedy, okay? Yes, you can get an explosive move up. Is this going to happen? Probably not with the convertible notes now. I'm going to look to take conservative profit, okay? I'm not going to try to be a hero. I think I got a really good average compared to what most people got trading this big momentum and trying to catch the tops here. But whereas me, you can see where algos are looking to buy. You see this EMA 5, it goes and makes a massive pump. We go into this 10 and we starting to get buying power, right? The algos are kicking in, and then it gets really close to the 50. I really wanted to get an entry right here on this EMA 50. I was looking at, it's at 3.24. It just barely missed me by a tad, so I was really hoping to get some. And that's what I'm saying with my strategy. Don't put all your money on this EMA 10. If you only have like $1,000 and you put all the 1,000 on this EMA 10, it kind of sucks if it goes to another EMA level. We don't know which algo is going to pump it at which EMA. It could have been the 5, could be the 10, could be the 20, or the 50. We don't know, but I'm taking my chances that on these pullbacks, that's where I want to load, right? And then I obviously, if you go below this 20, then it's doing a downtrend. I don't want to hold it anymore. But none of this is saying this is extremely bearish, okay? None of this is saying it's extremely bearish. Right here, we have big support, we tested it, and now we're kind of bouncing up. It's kind of like a Fibonacci retracement, right? We go big up, and then we come, coming down. And actually, in matter of fact, I can kind of like see what this Fibonacci retracement is kind of looking at. Right here's your high. You can see right in here, we retrace back to this 78.6 area, okay? And in this region here, and this is just very bullish because you have all this is on your EMAs, you have the 78.6 retracement. I think everything looks good about HOLO. Yeah, it kind of sucks. My average is, I could have probably took it out at 394, got back in on after hours, but I didn't want to use a day trade, and I kind of want to, trust the process, right? But I really like this. I don't see anything terribly wrong, so I'm gonna hold this one out until proven otherwise. Remember, my stop loss is always below this EMA 20 when a daily candle closes below it. And I think we can get a nice little bounce up into the $4 range. Maybe the top of this mid fours. But I'm going to take my 10% gain, guys, and get out. Okay, that's always my goal. Once I make 10%, you can see how these add up really fast. If you have $5,000, you're making $500 on just one simple trade. You can get in, today, and then you can be out on the next day. These are very fast profits, and that's why I like these momentum trades that pumped up big, they retrace back down, and then you have that next big lower. And that's all it is. You can't really expect a stock to just keep on going up, right? This is your upper counter channel. I had these at extreme overextended settings, and if you don't have them, join my Discord. You can see that stocks don't stay in these levels, okay? Especially penny stocks. And then we come back down to where the EMAs are, something like this. Yes, we retraced a big portion of the move, but that's fine because the EMAs act as support. And then you can see, any bounce like this, I'm golden. It can even be a bounce like this. Any bounce like that is absolutely beautiful for me. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale out. So since I have a 473 average, I am going to scale out 90% of my shares at a 10% gain and hold the rest at break even. The 473, I'll put 474 stop loss, and that's be the rest of my shares. So I want to make sure I lock in my gains, guys. Always lock in your gains. You don't want a situation where it goes up to over $4 and then comes all the way back down to your average and you didn't take any profit. My next loading zone, I might look into buying at the 20 to 50, but I might just stay out on this and just ride it out at the 10. I love EMA 5 and 10. They are the best, as those are going to be really your biggest pumps. But I don't mind loading in these two areas, the 20 and the 50, as I can see these acting as support. We do have this gap down right over here. You can see right here we gapped up in price. Could price come and retest that gap? Absolutely. But it doesn't. It's not for sure. It does not have to do it all. A lot of people can use that as a bear case. You can use a bull and bear case for everything, but you got to take risks to make money. I definitely see this being bullish, more bullish than bearish in my opinion. Okay, because this was the first time we started making an uptrend. Look at this. All throughout the HOLO history, it hated the EMA 50. We hit the 50, rejected. Go near the 50, reject. And you can see this constantly. Right here, it hit the 50, rejected. And we finally, broke down on this big uptrend. But you can look, well, how long has this uptrend lasted? Well, this lasted from 207 all the way from roughly, it started declining at 229. So it took like about 3 weeks, and that's what I'm kind of saying is you don't want to hold these too long because these uptrends don't last long. They usually tend to like destroy the momentum, like with saying, hey, convertible notes and all that bad news. So me personally, I want to take my quick bounce, play another stock, and then get in and get out. Hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts system. If you want to join every membership and learn a system that works with an over 90% win ratio and a strategy that I can trust and been doing full time, I think you guys are going to like it. This is not really supposed to be a signals Discord. I will tell you guys plays I'm getting in, plays I'm getting out, and all that. So you can kind of learn why I'm taking trades, but more important, I'm going to give you guys the education to understand why you're in trades. But if you hit day trade alerts right over here, you'll get access to my swing trades and day trades for an all-time low cost of only $12 a month and will never go up. If you took one of my day trades alerts right now, you would have made big money today. I do selling options and I make money every day. Depending on how much contracts you're willing to do, I can physically say I want to make $500 a day, $1,000 a day, and it's either win or loss, and I'm guaranteed to make passive income doing this day trading strat that I think you guys are going to love. Join swing trade alerts will be posted over here. You can see, but if you get day trade alerts, you'll get access to everything. I highly recommend to do it. If you go over to Service Shop, you can read about both services. Day Swing Trading Plus is $12. If you just want swing trades, it's $6 a month. And do subscribe on your computer to avoid the iOS fee, and you'll get the flat rate fee there. If you do have an Android, make sure you do subscribe on your computer. Because they are having issues with Android subscribing on the app. If you do not have, if you don't have a computer, you could just use your Android's like phone's browser like Google and Safari. Just don't use the app to subscribe. Hope you guys like this video. I'll be keeping you guys updated on my HOLO analysis. So this is right here, me calling it early, me telling you guys realistic. Before the big move happens, this is what I see. This is the probabilities in this trade. I see this so many times where big moves up, it hits this upper counter channel, we come back down to the reversion of the mean, and then we make that next leg higher. And that's really what I'm seeing with HOLO. Hope you guys like the video. Give a like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys in the Discord. I'll be going live tomorrow with my live stream. So if you are in the Discord, you'll see me go live, and we'll do some trades, Q&A, and anything you guys need. All right, guys. Happy trading and peace out.